was interesting to see though that Jace, like, remember he started out at $20 and he stayed down there for a little while, but then Jund rotated and it was like, okay, Jace is 40, 60,
Ding.
80, 100, 105.
Yeah.
Dude, I seriously have not touched Return to Ravnica Limited. I played a bunch of Cube, and yeah, I mean, like, we played so much Return to Ravnica Limited.
Right, but I it was like second before the daily started off. I was like, why not? I was like pretty happy within a minute and 13 seconds.
Right. Do you want to talk about Modern at all?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to talk about?
Let me load up the deck that I was fucking around with on Moto. I'm gonna load up.
I'm trying to grind out the QPs as well to get the Force of Will.
I guess that's a good reason to play in a Return to Ravnica Sealed. You're probably stoked about that pool.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, 3 QPs.
Yeah, Bazam. I sent a message to Sam Black yesterday asking him about his Legacy Zombies deck and asking if he had considered Careful Study, and he just logged off. And I was like, fucking Sam Black. I was just... Because he's like the guy who invented that deck, I figured I would just ask him.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know, I thought Careful Study was kind of interesting, because it's just like another Faithless Looting, and even with the Gatecrash printing Dimir cards, like what if they printed a sweet blue-black zombie graveyard Bloodghasty card, you know? And you could like play Careful Study and play blue cards, like, I don't know, it's an interesting thought. Sam Black had nothing to say, though.
Nothing. You rendered him speechless, think of it like that.
He's not a very talkative in his videos. Like there are times where he goes for like 2 or 3 minutes with saying very few words.
Yeah, have you seen him stream? He doesn't play any music and he barely ever talks.
Yeah,
he just plays.
Yeah, I like watching him play though. Oddly enough, because usually I don't like players like that who just don't say anything. But what am I showing you? Rug.
Yeah. Dova.
Yeah, I was just messing around some games with this deck, and I played against, surprisingly, I actually played against some good decks, and, played against, like, Jund a few times, I played against Storm a few times, played against a Pyromancer's Storm. I felt good because, we were talking about Nature's Claim on Pyromancer's Ascension, then you're like, yeah, but they don't play Pyromancer's Ascension yet, and I even said, like, well, I'll bring in the Claim in case he brings in Pyromancer's Ascension or sideboards into Splinter Twin, and,
right.
And sure enough, his turn 2 play is Pyromancer's Ascension, but I don't have the Spell Snare, but I do have a Nature's Claim in hand, and I'm like, fuck yes.
You have like the one of Nature's Claim.
Yeah, I had it in my hand. And I was like, end of turn, get a Stomping Ground, Nature's Claim your shit, untap, play Goyf.
GG.
Yeah. Actually, in game 3, though, I sided out my Goyfs against Storm.
Yeah.
Because I just had, I had such a heavy counter package, because you like, obviously take out Vidalcan Shackles, unless they have, like, the Splinter Twin thing, but then you do that in game 3, and then, like, if you take out, because the clicks are good, too, and then, like, Electrolyze is very good, but...
Your random Chaboon.
Yeah, you could take out some burn if you wanted to over the Goyfs, which might be a good idea, but I always feel like if you're on the draw against combo, that Tarmogoyf is just a little bit... It's not too slow, but it is a little bit slow of a card, so, like...
It hinders you a little bit.
Yeah, I could see you doing, like, this here.
Yeah.
That actually might be better.
Reason.
If you're going into game 2, though, I actually almost might like the Burst Lightning better, because it still hits the Kiln Fiends if they do that sideboard strategy in Delver. And
even the, what's it called, the 2/2 that reduces spells by 1.
Yes,
Electromancer.
It still kills that, and also if they sideboard into Deceiver Exarch, it gets kicked. I've kicked those things at Deceiver Exarchs before.
Yeah.
Because you just counter the first, like, 3 of them, and then it also hits Kiki Chiki for 1. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, so against combo, it does kind of the same thing, except it's 1 less to the face, but as long as you can prevent them from comboing, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're going into game 2, I could see, like, doing this, like, doing 2 2-volt, 2 burst.
I probably like taking the bolts out. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. At the same time, you kind of just want to like kill them as fast as you can.
Right.
But I do like how this deck has such access to counter spells. Like when you look at this deck right here, look how many.
It's just like the biggest control deck.
Right. Like look how many. Like imagine trying to be a control deck against this. It would just be like, oh Jesus. Just pierce, snare, snapcaster. Leak, is a charm, click, cryptic.
I'll play my Crippling Topic tapped. Shit.
Against it does like Vidalcan Shackles is really good against Jund. Abrupt Decay was like I think more popular a while back, and I feel like it's been losing popularity. Not 100% sure why, but maybe it's just because the rise in popularity of Lingering Souls.
Probably. They started playing Maelstrom Pulse over it, right?
Dude, I was fucking saying that for so long. How long was I saying, why do people cut all their Maelstrom Pulses?
I don't know.
That was back when Eggs won that Pro Tour, and I looked at all the deck lists, and I was like, why is no one playing Maelstrom Pulses? What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
He lost the finals because he had Abrupt Decay instead of Pulses.
Did he really?
Yeah, his opponent had what's it called? The White Ley Line, and he's holding like 2 Abrupt Decays.
Oh, what a fuck face.
Yeah.
Dude. That makes me feel a little good on the inside, though.
Yeah.
Because if I mean, like, I agreed with his deck list, but I was just like, where's the pulse, man? Like, he had, like, 1 in the sideboard, right?
Yeah, I think he had, like, a 1-off somewhere.
Yeah, but I would, if I was bringing a Gen deck to a tournament right now, there's probably no way I would not have at least 1 in the main board and at least 1 in the sideboard. It might not be
but
much
people
more
were
than
scared
that.
of the Aether Vial deck that just happened, like, a few months before. Not even a few months before, a month before.
Oh, Eternal Witness? The Eternal Command?
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring that up really quick.
Yeah, people were scared of that deck. That's why they played the Pulse. I mean, the Abrupt Decay.
Pulse isn't terrible against that deck, though.
They'd just rather, like, get rid of it for sure.
Right, but it still like kills a Goyf, and I guess you do it at instant speed, so they can't counter anything.
It seriously is just a strictly worse removal spell in that matchup, which is what they were scared of.
I liked this deck, though.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was cool.
I think it was, I liked the BAM version better, but we've talked about that in previous videos.
Yep.
This isn't really a deck I think I would consider playing right now.
No, Deathright Shaman exists.
Right, and this deck's just kind of slow.
Yeah.
Another deck I wanted to look or think about was like a Deathrite Shaman deck. Like, I don't know if you could make some kind of like smallpoxy Deathrite deck, but
Have you seen the best deck?
the what?
It just literally runs all the good cards in the format.
Well,
Just think of a good card and it's probably that deck.
that's kind of like what our Blue Balls deck was, though, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Like, Blue Balls is very close to being, like, the best deck.
Yeah, it just plays like... I mean, like, it foregoes some things, but...
Yeah.
The cool thing about this deck, though, is it moves so fast. Like, with 4 Hierarch, 4 Deathrite, and it has
And a
bird,
bird.
and a bird, too. So, like, it's really trying to get, like, turn 2 Liliana, turn 2 Geist.
Mm.
Also thought, or Tidal Scholar is nice. I don't think this deck is bad. It loses a little bit too much life.
Does the Pyroclasm something fierce?
Dude, yeah. I would not want to be going up against fucking Tron having 4 main deck Pyroclasms. I would just be like, oh no!
Do you side in Zealous Persecution to +1/+1 your guy?
But it wouldn't even protect like Hierarch and Dark Confidant and...
It only protects half your guy.
Yeah.
So bad.
Protect Skull or Geist, and no, you wouldn't. Doesn't even protect your soldier damage.
It protects Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah, it's good. Deathrite's awesome though.
Yeah, man.
No, you would just hope that people weren't playing Pyroclasm and also weren't playing Red Deck Wins.
Yeah.
Although you have some decent things to cite in against Red Deck Wins.
That's a lot of ifs for a PTQ, though.
A lot of ifs?
Yeah. Like, pretty sure, like, the field will have Red Deck Wins and, Tron.
Well, I also don't feel like this deck is just, like, dead against Jund or anything.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It moves faster than Jund, that's for sure.